Stream started.
Hello, hello. 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 Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Now I noticed I was like 5 minutes late. Well, you see. I lost sense of time again. Remember how you posted the video or you've been in video on Discord? Okay, I will watch it later. Remember that I mentioned the cartel was harassing the clients of my family's business? Well, they are back. Yeah. And it's an issue because you see, they are not only targeting the people selling stuff. I have heard at least of one instance of them actually targeting someone of the people who are there to just deliver merchandise. Not from our company, from a different one. So that means the people who are like delivering stuff are actually in danger. Yeah. Also, you see, the warehouse we're using, one of the warehouses we're using, we are renting it, right? So the owner of the warehouse wants to sell it. And I was like, okay, well, we will just buy it, right? Because the seller was like, hey, because you are the guys like using the warehouse, I will like give you the first offer. Well, he wants like double the value of the warehouse. Yes, it's too high. And the other thing is that if we don't buy it, he already has like a buyer lined up for it that is willing to pay the price, right? And the issue is because they already have a buyer lined up. If we reject the deal, we need to empty the warehouse immediately. Mind you, this is moving hundreds of items of merchandise out of the warehouse to God knows where, because we don't have anything lined up. Because mind you, because this is the time frame where we are like selling and delivering stuff to our clients. This is quite literally the one point of the year where the warehouse are pretty much full. But that's an issue. Yeah. A big issue, I will say. They probably did on purpose. Probably yes. But from what I got it, apparently what is happening is that everyone who used the warehouse before was like a very shitty client. The ones renting it were like constantly like trying to modify the warehouse or use it for something else, or damaging the warehouse, etc. Right? So we are the first like good renters using the warehouse. And you see, because the warehouse has been like a headache to the owners, one owner is like, we finally got like someone who actually using the warehouse correctly, right? So I want to keep them as long as we can, right? The other one is like, I'm fucking fed up with the warehouse. I don't want to deal with it. It is like literally not earning us enough, according to this owner. So I want you to either raise the rent or let's just fucking get rid of the warehouse. So one owner is like fed up and the other is like, let's keep it, right? So apparently they eventually decided that instead of trying to force us to pay more rent and eventually lose us as clients, they would rather sell us the warehouse. The issue is the price is nonsensical. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen there. We basically need to either buy the warehouse or move out all the merchandise from there. Mind you, remember, this is fragile merchandise, so we cannot really move it just like that. It has to be planned, basically. So right now just to deal with the cartel, we issue a ban on delivering late in the afternoon, because that seems to be the time when the cartel is like doing the rounds in the area. So we said so the deliveries are not happening in the late afternoon because it's dangerous. Yeah, we don't want the cartel to notice that we are providers. Yeah. The decision with the cartels is not up to me, but I did issue the recommendation to try to avoid the cartel when possible. The one decision to avoid the warehouse is not so much is not up to me, it's more like we cannot afford it. The warehouse is too big, the terrain is too big, and they are asking for nearly like 1.5 or 2 times the price of the actual warehouse. So if we take the deal, it would be a bad deal, right? It would be smarter to just buy a warehouse somewhere else than buying this warehouse, right? We could like just ask for credit to buy the warehouse. Yeah. The other thing is that if we move like such a strong amount of money in a single go, it might trigger an audit from the government, which is another thing we don't want, because they tend to want favors. So one thing we could do is like buy the warehouse and not set it on the name of the company. That wouldn't trigger the audit, right? But we will see. Ah. Yeah. Currently, I'm like stressed because both sides have to do with me, right? The warehouse is like, yes, you are the one who usually is like doing inventory in the warehouse. And if they sell or moving on the warehouse, they're renting on a new warehouse, that is, it will involve me because I'm the one handling the money. And if the cartel starts harassing or like deliver people, they might track the company down, right? So they will get to me eventually because I'm the one with the money. So I'm currently a little bit under pressure. Yeah. Yes, I'm the one with the money. That's the issue. The one thing like I have to my advantage is that they don't really have something to threaten me with. Like I said, I don't respond well to hostile situations, so they cannot really say, hey, if you don't do what we want, we will kill your family. And I'm like, well, fuck them. Also, I'm not someone who goes out often, so like catching me outside is difficult. Yeah. Also, my walls are thick, so shooting the house is not going to do much either. Yeah. I'm well, like, protected in that respect. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm the one with the money. Yeah. There is, like, not much they can use to actually threaten me with. Yeah. But it's still a danger. Maybe, hopefully, if that happens, the noble side of my family will get pissed off of the cartel actually threatening the family, even if it's the weakest link, and they will actually do something about it. Yeah. We will see. So currently I'm stressed. Yes. But anyways, let us move on to the game development.
Stream started. Hello.
Oh, did it block one of your messages again, YouTube? That's really bad. The hell? What are you, like, tripping balls? Okay, let's see. Last time we were working on this. Let me do something first. Like I said, on Sundays we will focus on art. Did it block something, YouTube? I'm still wondering. It's still blocking? Really? You can send it on Discord if you want. Let's see. Unless they start getting bonbon sticks in the place courtyard. It will still don't do much to me. Because I'm like on the deepest places of the building. So they will like destroy a lot of stuff, like my kitchen and the living room and that kind of stuff, right? But it wouldn't like completely destroy everything. Why is this like broken now? Oh right, I forgot I fixed the things about the filters. Damn it. Okay, I need to fix that. Yeah. You had to rewrite it for different times. Yeah. It happens. So, currently, on this particular stream, we will be improving the graphics. Now that I think about it, I used the wrong name for the... Oh, I forgot I didn't make a connection out. Whoops. What? Let me make a new game. It actually looks kinda cute. Running around like that.
E.
Hello. Not this way. There we go. This is what I want it to be. Hello. ChatGPT reduces dev time from 1 month to a few days. Just make sure you check the code that is doing well, because sometimes ChatGPT tends to do some weird stuff. Okay, so we have now the grass technically working quite nice, right? So I want to do some shadows next to make it more nice. Let's see, this is how much by how much? 256, 192, okay. 256, 192. There we go. But it's funny that the window fight I took 3-2 hits at the start of the technical session, still won office, right? Hmm. Yeah. Just be careful. Oh wait, did I open the wrong one? I think I opened the wrong one. Hold on. There we go. It was this one, the one I wanted. Okay. So we had this template I'm been using, right? So I can copy this, bring it over here, paste it, and that's our template right here. I really need to buy a new mouse because this one is being really annoying. Okay, view grid. Its settings, let's put it at 32 by 32. And there we go. So I want to make a shadow. And you might be asking, why are you like making a tile set if you want to make a shadow, right? Well, I want to grab this thing right here. Hold on, let me close all this. What? Rooms, dungeons. I want to grab this, right? And put shadows over it. Like there is like a shadow for a tree from above. That's what I want to do. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. So first, the right side right here is this one is going to be by default just black, right? That's good, simple. Actually, I can just grab the template as it is and just... Alright, it's sealed. Like this, right? Select all of that, move layer and just... it did not work. There we go. Right? Now we have the generic shadow of the whole thing. Okay. Now, what I want is to round out the corners first. This doesn't have to be like an actual like wood pattern. In fact, the more messy it looks, the better for me. So let's see. How do we make this work better? I can use this like circle to just chop here. Right, like that. To make the corners more round. I wish I could copy and delete the deletions. But I can maybe get away with the just following the same pattern. Right, like this. To make the circles. How do I make leaves? Now that I think about it, how do I make a convincing leaf? Maybe I should make a leaf as it is and then use it as a tool to draw. So I could maybe like make a leaf right here. Like this. So I could like grab this. Let me make a new layer. Just experiment. Right. So I could like just rotate this. To make the different edges. How about I make another layer? Right? And I can like place a bunch here. Ah. I feel like I need more variety. So let's say we have this one. That's one version, right? Let's make a new one. What if I make like something more like that? So we have like more variety. Ah. I must admit it looks a bit weird. How about I make one more? But I make it like upwards, like this. You might be saying, that looks really weird. They don't look like leaves at all. Maybe that's what you're thinking. But you see, I made this in a specific layer, right? Let me grab these ones. And I will paste it on another layer. Let's put it over here on this empty space. Right here. Yeah, so we have the variety like saved somewhere. Right, so I made this particular layer right here. Right? So I'm going to simply say, hey, 50%. Right? And then I can show layer 2. I don't like this one, so let's kill that. Let me grab my leaves to use. Maybe I will make another variety. Let's hide this, hide this. Why is the music so low? Not that I notice. There we go. Okay. So how about I made another one? Let's make one that is almost vertical. Like something like this. Yeah, let's use it like this. I grab this one. And we just place it here and there. In different positions. And then we shift it like that. And maybe I can make the horizontal version here. Okay, see you later. Thank you for coming. Don't worry about it. See you. Okay, let's make one more. What would be a different picture? Should I make like something like that looks more like a branch? Something like this? So it's not just like shadows of leaves. And then I can grab more of the other ones. I hate this mouse so much. I feel like this mouse is like causing half the issues I have with this. That does look like leaves. So the appearance is correct. The only issue is that it doesn't look white, right? Right? That is a good appearance of this. Too squarish? Vale. I can move some things around. Hold on. Actually, it would be really nice if I grab this and say this on the layer 2. Right? We go to layer 3. Paste it or shift it like this. Maybe not so much. Oh, let me fix this real quick. I can just push this in. Okay. If I place it like this and I move it to 50% opacity and enable the one other layer also at 50%. How does that look? That looks better, right? I think. Leafy? Yeah, right? I think I need a third layer. Maybe I will just nuke this layer in particular. I can add leaves here. Okay, so let us work on this for a bit. So I think I need like a core here still, so let me grab this real quick. Right, we have like the core of the tree, and then I can attach the leaves to this. Actually, let me grab another one this. Let's make another branch right here. I think that's looking good. What do you think? That actually looks kind of good. Yeah. Hmm. Should I add like a gentle diffuse layer also? Just to see how it looks. Okay. And let's go with diffuse. And what I'm going to do is just grab the pencil, make it big. I want the square one. Like around this, and I will just do something like that. And then I will drop that to like just a small amount to make the center like darker. Like this. That looks good, right? What do you think? I require opinions. What do you prefer, like this or like that? Maybe if I remove a bit from the tip, like right there. It's hard to tell seeing it like this. Okay, we can continue then. Let me set this to high, and I will just hide it. Okay. So let's keep going then. Now we have this one right here. Now that I think about it, maybe I should do the same over here. I just realized, instead of having it like all the same way. Right? So let me go to that. Now we'll grab this, remove it. And I'm just going to grab this in full, paste it over here. Right? Do it again. But this one we shift vertically. Then we do it again. Shift vertically, yeah, and horizontally. Then, actually, how about I do it like this? And
Hola, hope all is good today. Smiley face emoji.
hello, welcome. I'm doing good. Wow. I can decide how well it look better. Wow. I hate my mouse. It's just like causing so much issues. I'm going to buy one. A new one, because this one is really causing a lot of issues. Yeah, look at that. It just like doesn't click correctly. There we go, finally. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Look at that. It keeps like just deselecting. Or doing that. Okay, let's leave it at that. And I will put a bunch of leaves on the edge. Just to fill it in. Right, this is going to be randomized. Me just filling empty space.
Rose from the sea foam and took the ship as her own.
I think it's easiest for me to just use the keyboard because the mouse is not like being helpful. Vertical and horizontal. I'll put it right there. That's easy to guess, I will say, right? Or am I mistaken? Yeah, that one is fairly easy to guess. Indeed. Okay, let's leave it at that. I think it's a nice start for that. Now we need to do this, which is going to be more complex. Okay, so I suppose I will start with this, just to set the center like this. Right, and then we add some leaves. And I will do the same over here. And this one also. What happened there? Let me cut this, go to the other layer. Over here, we increase that, paste. Really? Why is not letting me paste the thing over here? There we go. Okay. So this I will drop to 50%. Just so we have a better point of reference. So let's see. I suppose I will just add leaves here. Oh wow. Can you tell this is going to be taking forever? Back on Friday when you said you left insulted mock by Trobio, does that mean that you will off him while he was pretending to be sad? Ah. I don't think I would kill him. I will be really fucking mad, yes, but I don't think I will kill him. Because even if he mocked me, he didn't really like do anything that I will consider like enemy worthy. Insults are not enough for me to like add to the kill list. It's a very low offense, basically. So I don't think I would actually like go after him. I would like probably like even the tap some other way, but I wouldn't kill him. Yeah. Okay, let's go from this to the next one. Right. And here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shift vertically. And let me delete these ones. And we can see how this looks. I think that doesn't look quite right, sadly. Yeah, it doesn't quite look right. Even with this, doesn't quite look right. How does that look? Does it look correct? I don't feel like this looks correct. Maybe the fuse must be lower. It looks too messy here, but I don't know if that like makes it worse or better. That's fine. Maybe it's layer 2? Let me clear some stuff here. Maybe I need to make these like more clean at the edges instead of what I'm doing. Maybe it's just simply too messy. That could be it. I can like clean here and there. That looks like slightly better, but not by much. Yes, it looks like a pile of leaves instead of like a shadow, which is what I don't like. Or maybe that's supposed to look like that? You would believe that's a shadow of something above? Or not? Hard to tell? Maybe without the diffuse it actually looks better. Let me just crisscross like this. I suppose it kinda looks okay. It doesn't look like out of place. Yeah. Now I'm going to try to hit my way here. That looks better, I think. And then I can do the same for the other one. Just like copy paste this. think it looks kind of okay. What do you think? It makes for a lot of noise. That's for sure. Seems good at the moment. Yeah. Let me clear these ones. Since I'm not going to be using those. Let's see, can I get away by just copy pasting? So what I'm going to do is just grab this and just go ham. I'm just going to place this up. Like other things like this. Just in a way that makes sense. You know what? I also got an idea. Since I have like this mess over here, how about I just grab a bit from here? Right? And I can just do something like this. Get rid of the extra stuff. I feel like the more I go, the further I go, the less leafy things look. So that's a bit worrying. That seems to be doing the trick. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I believe the more like chaotic it is more like realistic in a way. Just so I can cut on time. Hmm. Hmm. This will probably need a lot of adjustments, but so far it's looking kinda okay, in my opinion. Maybe. Hmm. cat doesn't want to fit. Hmm. It almost looks okay, but it's not quite there. Hmm. Okay. It's kinda looking better in our way. I know there is a lot of spots where there shouldn't be like leaves on, but I will figure out that later. For the most part, it's looking kinda okay-ish. Not perfect. Now let's clean this up a little bit. It's actually easier to just fix whatever is wrong than actually trying to make it right from the beginning. Apparently. I never actually liked that phrase. Make it exist first. I never actually like it. Because most people never get to phase 2. And that really pissed me off whenever it's a good game. But I was like, if you only like actually tried, this would have been a hit. But you were too lazy to actually like make something that makes sense. Yeah. For example, have you heard the awful launch of Battlefield 7, I believe it is? Yeah. I almost knocked them down. Wow. Motivation can be an elucidating. It can be, yes. Sadly. There is still a few holes here and there and I need to fix. Let me multiply this thing right here. Oh, come on. This is one of the few times where I need the mouse to actually cooperate. What happened to my grid? Hello? Grid? I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Just need to fill some holes. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Ah. Let me take a moment to admire how this looks, to motivate myself. Okay. I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to grab the whole thing, right? Go to the next layer, right? And then boom. Then I shift like this, right? We have that there, so I'm not going to interrupt that. Just to create some noise, right? Now I just need to adjust the noise. Okay. Just clearing the noise that is out of bounds. I feel like this would have been easier if I like created just like a gigantic like texture with a bunch of leaves and then I just cut it out. I feel like that would have been like a smarter thing to do. Not gonna lie. This one I can just push this way. Okay. Ah. I think this one I can just flip. These are okay. We can clear that. Clear this. And this one also. That's fine. This one here. We don't need. Actually, how about I take advantage of this instead of deleting it? Right. Okay, I think that's kinda it. This is how that looks. It looks messy, not gonna lie. Yeah. Let me try to put on the diffuse. Maybe that will fix it a little bit. The one piece like that. This goes like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I've been noticing that I keep telling myself,
Though
stop.
his form wavers, his will is fixed, to guard a relic of balance and transition, said to pulse in rhythm with the moon.
I've been noticing that I've been telling myself stuff. Have you noticed that sometimes I just randomly say to myself stuff like, it doesn't have to be perfect? I'm starting to wonder if that is like me trying to like stop my like perfectionist side from like holding me back. It's just a thought. I've been wondering. Or maybe I'm like justifying myself. The fact that I don't want to put the effort in. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, don't worry about it. Just me being lazy, trying to say to myself, don't worry about it, it's fine. Frankly, I don't have any moral to call you lazy, so I've sent from commenting. It's just a thought about the way I do stuff. That doesn't look bad, but it does look really messy. Not gonna lie. This corner right here looks well defined, and the other ones look just like nonsense. So maybe I will do a few adjustments. Just to make it more clean. It looks like maybe respecting the boundaries of the thing actually helps a lot on defining the shapes. So maybe I shouldn't like let the leaves like stick out like this. Better for them to be cut short than overlapping outside, I suppose. Yeah. It's looking very messy, not gonna lie. It looks more like piles of leaves, like randomly thrown around than anything else. Yeah, sadly. Does it really need shade variation? It doesn't. I'm just being perfectionist. It doesn't really need that. I just thought it would look good.
Flashbang.
Ouch. 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 Hmm. Hold on, my cat wants to leave the room. I'll be right back. 1 second, 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's see. What if I enable everything, right? Let's make layer 3 very prominent so we can see it clearly. And then I'm just going to add leaves everywhere. Just to make it look good. That's basically what I did at the start, right? So I can just do this. Grab a bunch of leaves. And just start adding them. But I think they are needed. That's looking okay, in my opinion. I just need to add them where it kinda makes sense. You're wondering how it's going to look in the game? I think it kinda will look okay-ish. These are already looking better. Now that I place the things there. Let me shift the thingy. Do you wanna see example of how it's going to look? Let me save this. Let's call this the sprites forest shadow file set. I save and now let's us export as okay, let's see it in game, shall we? So I got the sprites, file sets, and I just need to add it here. Let me find it. Sprites and forest shadow. Where are you? Sprite forest shadow right here. Oh, I forgot to. Oops, hold on. I forgot to hide the template. Whoops. Let me export it again. Okay. I was asking myself, why doesn't that look like an actual like shadow? Why it looks so gray underneath? Okay, here is the shadow, right? So now we'll add it to a tile set. I will duplicate the forest grass. Duplicate. Let's call this forest shadow. Right. Open this. Change the tile set to as the whole. As the shadow. Okay. Then we go over here. I will add the tile set. Let's call this shadow. Tile set for a shadow tile set. And now we have it ready. What did I do over here? We grab the auto one. And it looks like this. That looks awful. Oh my god. Well, that's definitely not what I wanted. But you can see where I was going with this, right? Looks like a swarm of flies. Indeed, it kinda lost. Yeah, it doesn't look the way I want it. That's for sure. Especially this part, because it's not like solid. Yeah. Okay, so this thing right here was not a good idea. Okay. Let's redo that then. So this one in particular, I suppose I will remove this and fill it with just black. Right. Then we go to layer 2, kill that, fill with just black. Layer 1, clear that, select, fill with black, diffuse, clear that. Now we'll fill with just black again. That's quite dark, not gonna lie. Huh. Maybe I should like lower the thingy for each one of these. Let's go to 25. Let's cut it in half. Now it doesn't look like leaves. It just looks like noise. Maybe I should like remove a bunch of layers from this and just keep it like this. But that means the dark here is way too dark. How about so the diffuse is at 25%. Okay, let's make this 30. Right? And what I'm going to do is play around with the addition. So this is going to be 10%. This is going to be 10%. Right? And this is going to be 10%. So now you cannot see a damn thing. Lovely. Let me just do this. Well, that's fine. I can just make that one dark. Okay, if I export this. Okay. Let's go over here. This failed miserably. My current fear is that I'm going to have to discard this completely. Oh, I forgot to remove the background again. I pull this in here. Let's discard this. Rename this one. Where is this exactly? Oh wait, I know what it is. Oops, hold on. I screwed it up. Duplicate. List. Yeah. Scripts, sprites. Orange shadow set. Yup. Die. And then I can import the one I want. Okay. And then I can modify this one. Orange shadow, where is it? Shadows. Okay. There we go. That looks better in general. Huh. The only issue is that it's not like correct at the edges. Huh. Wait. Doesn't that mean I can just kiss it? Hold on. Like I can just add shadows here at the edges. I can literally do this, right? Well, I suppose this is a bit too, like, obvious right there. Let me enable the templates. Like, I can make a core like this, right? Yeah, I think I can actually do this. Huh. It looks feasible. Funny enough. that looks actually doable if I do it like this. I just need to adjust the leaves a bit. But yeah, that actually looks like okay. Huh, hold on, let me check this. I'll export. Oh, wait, cancel. I need to hide this thing. I'll export as. Export yes to. Then I go over here. Let me hide that so I don't get confused. And I can put this here. Shadow set. Delete. There we go. And I just adjust this. Forest shadow, where are you? Ah, right there. I need to adjust the actual set. There we go. And that looks like this. What do you think about these borders? I feel like I could get away by making like the shadows more clean, even. Huh. Okay. So how about I do this? Let's do this in layers, right? So let's start with layer 1 right here, right? So this one is going to be the furthest most external one, right? So what I'm going to do is this, like kind of like leafy things are going to go like all the way to the edge of the thing. Now let's make it so these ones are on the edge. Like this. Right? And then I can just make it like that. Okay. And then I can just make like the leaves like this. Right, just making like something resembling leaves at the base height, right? This is phase 1. Then, on phase 2, what I'm going to do is something similar but not the same. Right? I'm going to make this slightly smaller than what we currently have. And I'm going to like draw towards the leaves like this without really covering them. Just making like the direction of the leaves. Hold on, let me nuke this actually. I do something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right, we go to layer 3. I will nuke this again. Come on, let me select it. Let's destroy this also. Just the same, I will do a little core right there, right? And we again do the thing towards the leaves. Right? Like this. Does that make sense? So we have something like this at the end. Brain and brain. Okay, let me demonstrate it with the corners that are like something that is very important, right? So we go to layer 1. We have the leaves here. So I'm going to just grab this, move that to the edge, like this. Right? We want the leaves sticking out of the edge. Like this, I feel up. I fill this in, clean the edge. Right? Then we go to layer 2. Let me clean the edge and I will nuke this. Then I just fill this the way it needs to be. Clean the edge. Right? And then I just follow the leaves like this. The water leaves. To make like heavier shadows. Right? And then we go to level 3 and I select this, nuke this, Let's clear the edge right here. Okay, then we make the core like that. Right, push it close to the edge, as to the leaves as close as we can. Then I do it again, but with the smaller brush, like this. Right, and I highlight some of the things like this, right? This like here, right here is what I want. Let me just clear this real quick. Okay, so we have this, right? So I will grab this corner right here. Let's nuke all the layers. Right, so I grab this, copy, flip horizontally, and let's move it all the way over here. Okay, good night, Ricardo. Rest well, sleep well. Thank you for coming to the stream. Good night. Rest well. And then the last layer. Like that. I can clean this also. Okay. Okay, we nuke this. Oof. Grab this, copy, paste, shift vertically, move it over here. Okay. Layer 2, nuke this, copy, paste, shift vertically, move it over here. Layer 1, nuke, select, copy, paste, shift vertically, move it over here. Okay, almost there. Let me nuke this real quick. Copy, paste, shift. Copy, paste, shift. Okay. And layer 1. Copy, paste, shift. Okay, that's the 4 corners. Let's see how that looks. Fill file export as. Okay. I go over here. Forest shadow, where are you? There you are. Okay, so let's see how it looks. If I make something with 4 corners, this is how it looks right here. That's not bad. It looks weird. They don't look like leaves, sadly. It looks more like... It looks very fuzzy. Huh. Okay, how do I fix this? Okay, let's check. Maybe I need to make the leaves more defined, even. So I will go for like thicker leaves instead of like leaves that are like non-defined. Like this. Okay, thicker lips. So let's see. My second shadow should... Oh, did I just destroy the one I want? Okay. Okay. I'm thinking on doing this to the borders of the previous shape. Maybe that will like give it a specific kind of appearance that I want. I don't know if it will look like as well as it does in my head. Let's put this to 50% just so I can actually see what's happening. Actually, let's put it to 30. And let's put this to 50. Okay. So I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, like that. So this goes to the 10% I wanted. This goes to 10% also. Like that. And the last layer, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Okay, now let's see. Does this look better than what I did before? Is the question. That looks a bit weird. Why is that like that? That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Hold on. There are a few holes here and there. Lovely, that I didn't notice before. Okay, that should be it. So it goes to 10, that goes to 10, this goes to 10. Okay. just like changing completely my tactics. Maybe it's too fussy. The more I look at it, the more it looks wrong.
From her silence came the law.
Yeah, the more I look at it, the more like wrong it seems. Huh. That point actually looks good. It's when I act there, like here, that it started like not looking quite right. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay, I forgot to remove the template below. Okay. That looks better, but it still doesn't quite look like leaves, which is an issue. Huh. Yeah, look at that. It doesn't really look like leaves. It looks like almost like fuzz, like hair. Huh. Okay, so I feel like the third layer is what is like contributing the most, but it's not looking good. So maybe I will just kill the third layer, like as a whole. That means I need to change this to 15, I believe, on both cases. Now that looks way better. Yeah. It doesn't look layered, which is something I don't like. But I think I can fix that. Huh. Let's see. What if I move this up the... Move it a bit back, like this? Right the corner. Okay, let's see. That looks way better, actually. Huh. Interesting. The second layer doesn't look quite right. But it looks better than before. Huh. The client still wants some changes still relating to development. You hate them? Well, in those cases, you charge for changes. Yeah. Yes. That's what I believe I would do. How does this corner look to you? Does that look like leaves to you? Huh. I think I've been overcomplicating stuff. I just came to realize that maybe I'm overcomplicating stuff. Huh. I was asking if this looks like shadow of leaves to you? This corner right here? I came to realize that maybe I was overcomplicating stuff. What do these corners right here look? They do look like leaves. Huh. Maybe I was overcomplicating the whole thing. Huh. Hold on. That probably means I was really overcomplicating stuff. Like in a hardcore way. let me mute this. Let's redo this. I think I can do something better. Oh. You know what? I need to not have holes below because it's like ripping me up in the next layer. Can't really charge for shares because the government is declined and the company wants to PR so we can get more mortgage contracts. Okay, here is the thing. My company also does the same. This is what is going to happen. They will start getting like more and more like contracts from government. The government will like delay paying you as much as possible. So that will complicate things for you guys. And then eventually, because working for the government is such, such a boring type of project, you will start to have lots of rotation of personnel, people quitting to do something else, right? And when that happens, you will start to see a lot of issues with people burning out, where they won't be like performing as they originally did. Eventually, you will have the issue where no matter how much like you review your employees, no matter like how much feedback you ask on how to improve things, like improving communication or like no matter what kind of like team building exercises they do, they will eventually just not perform as they should, and you will start to see a lot of people quitting, and a lot of people like that could be like potentially good like talents just join, be there for like 6 months to a year and then leave, and the company will not be able to like hold on to talent, because that's what happened to the company I was working at. Yeah. eventually the CEO is going to see that is like the company is going nowhere and he will sell. And whoever was like loyal and stayed all the way to the end will get fired by the new CEO in an effort to reduce costs and improve performance. To be fair, the work is rather busy, but the CEO and all the government almost don't know how easy it is to make their system, especially with AI. So basically, me and other programmers are taking advantage. Well, that's good. That's good to know. At least you will enjoy it. Yeah. That's good, that's good. Hopefully that continues, yes. Yeah. When I start to work for the company, I'm actually surprised how garbage this the government runs on. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. I was making a system for the government that is the one to handle the IDs, right? The general population's IDs, government IDs. And they were like using like folders still, like physical folders. And I was like, what the fuck? So I proposed this program where they were like shift to digital, right? And I kid you not, they rejected the idea, not because it was not good. They rejected the idea because they didn't want the old ladies like handling all the process to complain about not understanding the new program. They would rather not have to deal with the bunch of Karens they hired to handle the whole progress than actually implement a good system. That was crazy to me that they would do that. I wish any of my previous jobs care so much about the opinions of the employers, of their employees. It's not so much they're afraid of the employees. They know they are the women that are so old, like running 60s, 70s, to the point where they would like have an easier time like finding them and hiring someone else than actually like train them to do the thing. Yeah. Also, they cannot really fire them because it will cost them like a shit ton of money handling the firing. When your team presents a prototype to the clients, they went, "Oh, you can actually do that." Yeah, it happened to me a lot also. Yes. Because mind you, one of the biggest issues in the government where I have worked is that Department A has information X, right? And when they move the process or whatever they're doing to a different department, Department B requires the person doing the process to give them the information X again. And once that moves to another department, they need to get the information from A and B for Department C. And it's not like they are like, what to call it? Having to go back to the other department and ask for the information. No, they asking the person doing the process. So imagine this. You go to a government office, right? And they ask you for your ID. You give them your ID. And they tell you, okay, you need to grab this document, this form, and submit it on this department. On the second department, they again ask you for your ID. On top of the formulary of the thing and a bunch of other documents. Then they transfer you to Department C. On Department C, they ask again your ID, again all the documents you already delivered, on top of a bunch of other stuff. And then when you finally deliver all that, and they tell you, okay, come back on this date and we'll have it for you. You come back, and they tell you, oh, we don't have it because we lost one of the three departments, lost the documents you gave them. And I'm like, fuck you, let me in there and I will do it myself. Holy shit. But yeah, it's like that. And they didn't let me update the system because of that. On the contrary, they told me, hey, we want you to make the new system to be almost a carbon copy of the previous system we were already using. So the old ladies don't complain. Yeah. Ain't that lovely? Yes, but when you are like someone like as creatively motivated as I am, eventually that actually wears you down quite a lot. Yeah. A Hearthstone is basically paralyzed if the systems are not efficient and degraded. If it is that, they immediately know. Don't tell me that, or I'm going to like emigrate to Estonia. and knowing it, it will probably be easier to immigrate there than actually doing my taxes here. Why are you not letting me? Oh, there we go. Here to here to here. I keep pressing the ground button. That looks okay. Yeah. Those kind of system can be very dystopian. Yes. But they would be efficient. And once you like figure out the system, it's easy to exploit. I believe. Or I would hope to believe. That's true. The leaf shadows look good. Thankfully, I've been doing this for... Oh, wait. It's already time. I looked at the clock and it was like... For the entire stream. Yeah. Animation, leaf shadow overlay. I actually thought about it. If it wasn't because... I produced this nightmarish thing you're looking at right here. Just look at this noise. And it looked worse before. Just look at this. If it wasn't because I produced this, I would actually try to animate it. Because I can animate it. That's the worst part. I can actually animate this. Yeah. Does not look like anything. Okay, I will finish this particular square. And then I will finish. Wrong button again. Wrong button again. Come on. Maybe like this. That kinda looks okay. Actually no, they don't look right. That looks better. Okay. Yeah. I also wish there was like brushes in this thing. What is this? Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. There are brushes. Oh. I can't even rotate them. Wow. Ain't that lovely? Okay, I need to watch a tutorial on how to do the brushes. Let me do a final export just to see how it looks in winning game. Oh wait, I forgot to hide the template. Look at that difference. And that looks like this. How does that look to you? It looks nice, right? If I like force a thing like this. You can actually see the corner right here. Yeah. Yeah, that looks actually way better. Ah. Yeah, you can even see the shadows of the lips quite cleanly right there. Well, at least we figured out how to do the shadows. I thought I was going to finish this today because there is like not a great variety of like colors on anything. So I legit thought I was going to finish this today. I didn't count with my severe lack of judgment. Anyways, let us stop here for today.
It's hard to tell seeing it like this. Ola, hope all is good today. Rose from the sea from and took the ship as her own. I'm back, meeting's over.
I think next stream I will finish that. Yeah. Next Sunday it will be done. I doubt I'll like stretch it for too much longer. Yeah. It's almost there, I'm almost there. We're getting there. It actually is looking way better, right? Once we have the shadows, it will like improve the appearance of the game significantly. At least for that particular dungeon. Yes. Anyways, thank you so much for coming to the stream. And I will see you tomorrow for Terraria. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Ah. Good night. Thank you for coming. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Rest well. I will see you next time. Good night. Bye-bye. Adios. Good night, good night. Good night. Bye-bye. Adios. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Rest well. Rest well. And bye. Bye-bye.
Easy to guess. Back on Friday, when you said you felt insulted/mocked by Drobio, does that mean that you would off? I see. Looks like a pile of leaves. Hard to tell. Seems good at the moment. Make it exist first, then make it good, Limao. Motivation can be an elusive thing, Limao. Maybe. It does make sense when you put it like that. Frankly, I don't have any morale to call you lazy, so I'll abstain from commenting. Does it really need shader variations, Limao? Speaking of looking, mind your retinas. And eardrums. I wonder how it's going to look in game, Limao. Looks like a swarm of flies. Maybe. I guess? Brain ain't braining. Okay, I should probably go to sleep now. Vision is getting a bit blurry. Good night. I'm back. Meeting's over. The clients still want some changes this late into development. God, I hate them. Sorry I was AFK for a bit. What did you say? Yes, they do. They do look like leaves. Yes, you tend to do that. I can't really charge for changes, because the government is the client, and the company wants good. The company CEO is a big deal with connections, so the government can't try to avoid late payments. Well, to be fair, the work is rather easy. But the CEO and all the government boomers don't know how. So basically me and the other programmers are taking advantage, Limao. When I start to work for the company, I'm actually surprised how garbage the systems that govern. Some government agencies are still doing things manually, with Excel spreadsheets copied over pen drive. Ouch, Limao. The employers are afraid of the employees. When my team presented the prototype to the clients, they went, oh, you can actually do that. Redundancies. My country is slowly getting out of that kind of nightmare, thankfully, Limao. Then why bother developing a new system? At least you get money out of it. Yeah, I can relate. I heard Estonia is basically paradise, since their systems are so efficient and integrated. If a SETI, Limao. Those kinda systems can be very dystopian though. The leaf shadows look good. Hear me out, animated leaves shadow overlay, Limao. I would recommend leaf brushes on Photoshop, but this is pixel art so I'm not sure if they're out. Can you import brushes? Bruh, Limao. Looks good. The typical pitfalls of development. A few weeks later. Okay, good night everyone, bye. Hand pink waving.